Did you know that the average stay-at-home mom spends about 2 to 3 hours a day on chores? That's a lot of time. And it often stretches that long because they're making these 7 common mistakes. In today's video, we're diving into something that really can transform your day-to-day life as a homeschooling mom. We're talking about the 7 cleaning mistakes that many of us make, why you should stop cleaning the way that you're cleaning right now, and what should you do instead if you're making these mistakes. Let's get into it. Have you ever tried juggling while riding a unicycle? You're probably thinking, no, Wendy, I haven't. But I bet you have. It's one of the biggest cleaning mistakes you might be making. This often leads to chaos and drop balls and just general overwhelm. Trying to clean while homeschooling is a huge challenge. Both tasks demand your full attention, and attempting to do them simultaneously often leads to overwhelm. The solution is simple but effective. Focus on one task at a time to make sure that both homeschooling and cleaning are done efficiently. The thing is, separating homeschooling and cleaning times means you now have to find time to do both separately. But the truth is, you may have an untapped resource right at home. This resource not only lightens your load, but instills responsibility and teamwork. Don't make the mistake of taking on all the cleaning tasks alone without involving the children. Teach and assign age-appropriate chores to them. By including your kids in the cleaning process, you're not only getting help, but also providing valuable life skills and making the cleaning process a family activity. It's a win-win situation that frees up more time for you and teaches your children the importance of contributing to household chores. As you start involving your kids in cleaning, it's important to also address how we approach daily tasks. One of the biggest mistakes that often lead to overwhelm and chaos is similar to ignoring a dripping faucet. At first, it's just a few drops, but over time, those drops can fill a bucket and even overflow. In the same way, putting off small tasks can quickly turn into a big, overwhelming mess. So avoid the common mistake of procrastinating on small tasks. I try to adopt a clean as you go mentality and teach it to my kids because even though the training can be tedious and continuous and often, the long-term payoff is amazing. So what we tend to do is we encourage everyone to tidy up after themselves, whether it's wiping down counters after meals or putting away toys after playtime. Even the smallest kiddos can adopt this mentality of cleaning up as you go. So as we tackle these daily tasks and teach our kids the importance of tidying up, there's another common mistake to consider. I realized this mistake early on in my homeschooling journey. I was constantly cleaning up things that seemed to appear out of nowhere, especially on the island or the nightstand and the coffee table. These hot spots would quickly become overwhelming, making it hard for me to maintain a tidy and organized space. It was almost impossible. I realized that by ignoring these clutter hotspots and not addressing them, I was stuck in a constant loop of cleaning these spots multiple times a day. So in order to break this cycle, I implemented a daily and then eventually a weekly decluttering routine. I used baskets and bins to quickly organize and clear out those areas. And it made a huge difference in organizing and keeping things clutter-free. It not only kept our home looking neat, but it also reduced the stress of dealing with that cluttered environment all the time. So by staying on top of these hotspots, we were creating a more peaceful and efficient space for our daily activities. So while taking care of daily chores and clearing clutter spots is important, there's something else we can't ignore. And honestly, it's like sweeping dirt under the rug. If you only do a quick surface level cleaning and skip the deep cleaning, you're making a big mistake. It might look clean at first, but the hidden mess keeps growing and eventually becomes a much bigger problem. Skipping deep cleaning means that dirt and grime build up over time, making it harder to keep the home clean and healthy. The solution is simple. You set a schedule for regular deep cleaning sessions in different parts of your house. So think of these sessions as appointments, right? That you can't miss. And I think that's an important aspect of it, is that we tend to make it negotiable. But if we make it a non-negotiable, then that increases the likelihood of these things actually getting done. And the truth is, as homeschooling stay-at-home moms, we do not have the flexibility, I would say, of time and having lots of time to come back to deep cleaning tasks. So if we try our absolute hardest to set this schedule and not miss it, then we're able to break the deep cleaning into smaller, manageable tasks so it doesn't feel too overwhelming. This way you can keep your home truly clean and healthy, even with a busy schedule. So now that we've covered the importance of deep cleaning, let's talk about another key aspect of maintaining a clean home. Just like a cluttered home can cause stress, this next mistake can make the process much harder than it needs to be. A disorganized approach to your cleaning supplies. It's a common mistake. We've all made it. But the solution is so simple and effective. Store your cleaning supplies in a caddy or a designated area in each room. You can go to the dollar store and grab simple cleaning supplies. You can create your own with DIY spray bottles. Whatever the situation is, get enough that you can put in each room. This way you can easily grab what you need and get the job done efficiently. It also allows your kiddos to find the supplies they need when they need them. And when it comes time for deep cleaning, everything is ready and accessible, so you don't have to spend that extra mental energy looking for things. With organized cleaning supplies, you're already making the process smoother and more efficient. However, this next mistake is a big one. Something I personally continue to struggle with on a daily basis. It leads to unrealistic expectations and unnecessary stress, and that is the overemphasis on perfection. Striving for a perfectly clean home at all times, especially with your children with you at all times, is not realistic. It's not. As homeschooling moms, we should aim for functional and comfortable environments rather than perfection. Talking to myself here. So set realistic expectations and prioritize those tasks that truly matter. So as Proverbs 14:1 says, the wise woman builds her house, but with her own hands, the foolish one tears hers down. So this verse reminds me to focus on creating a loving and nurturing home rather than aiming for unrealistic perfection. This idea is important not just for cleaning, but also for homeschooling. The good news is that you now know how to avoid these 7 cleaning mistakes and what to do instead. But as homeschooling moms, keeping the house clean is only part of the job. The other important part is having a good homeschool routine that fits your family's needs. A strong routine can help your kids do better in school, feel more secure, learn to manage their time, and focus better. So watch this next video where I explain our easy homeschool routine step by step and show you how to make it work for your family too.